going on, everyone? This is Brew Shakur.
This is Art.
This is Brian.
Oh.
Right. Well, usually, okay, whatever.
He said go down the line.
I don't know. I'm used to like going after Art, so I hear Art's voice and I go.
This is Bort right here.
We fused.
Welcome to the Brewing podcast, where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. Episode 25.
Yeah.
Please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's open up our drinks.
All right.
Oops. 25 is a lot, you know. We're 25% of 100 episodes.
The silver anniversary.
Yeah.
Where's that going to be? Year 4?
25 is usually the silver.
No, I'm talking about like when we're going to reach like
100.
100.
Oh, that's right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I had to hit boasting to make a sound.
Oh, man.
These are still from Joshua Tree, huh?
I think this is still from an old episode because I still have the tape.
Yeah. Clearly.
All right. Testimonials. These come from our community members, taken from either conversations, comments, and or direct messages, aka
DMs. That's right.
All right, this one comes from Dan. Dan the man. He says, I'd 100% subscribe to your guys' boudoir. Boudoir? Boudoir. Dude pillow fights with red satin sheets. Thanks, Dan.
I guess.
Maybe that's your next shoot with Dan.
Maybe.
I have to make that happen.
All right, check-ins and recognitions. What's everyone been up to?
I'm going to go a little backwards. I'm going to go from the latest thing I can think of. Yesterday, we went to the Del Mar races for the first time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Is it worth it?
We went to a little specific thing. I think they're trying to make it more fun and kind of invite more people.
Oh, okay.
So Christine actually got invited to shoot some content.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So they had tacos and tequila.
Tacos
What?
and tequila.
Yeah, so they have
Sounds
they
like
have the
my kind of party.
grandstands. Yeah, they have the grandstands where people watch and they go from there.
Right.
Tacos and tequila was kind of like a little what do you call those? Like a little food fest.
Mm.
So they had vendors, sampling their alcohols, and then they had pretty much bars where you can get drinks, and your admission included 5 like samplers, I guess.
Nice.
So you had a wristband, and every time you got a drink, they would rip it off. Tacos, it was whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
They had some what do you call it? Some regular vendors, food trucks. That was cool. So we decided to try a couple of the different vendors just to get a feel for the different types. So we did street tacos, we did regular sized tacos.
Nice. Okay.
And with it, it's all preference.
Hey, do you ever feel like as San Diegans, you just get kind of like taco, like numb to tacos because there's so many different kinds?
Like oversaturated?
Yeah, it's like,
I have my specifics that I want.
it's like specifics, and then it's like,
That's why you gotta change it up. You don't have tacos all the time, man.
endless battle of who has the best tacos.
No, I think I'm more of a burrito person anyway.
Yeah, I enjoy reading. If you're in like those community threads or whatever, and then everyone's talking about like, I'm looking for a place, and then everyone just, oh man, this place is the best.
Mm-hmm.
This place is the best.
Yeah.
And then they see the other replies. They're like, "What? You like that place?"
Yeah, it's like, oh, don't go here. And then the next comment's like, oh man, I love that place.
Yep.
It's all subjective, so
Blocked.
But yeah, going back to the races. So it was all a new experience for us. One of the event people sent an email to Christine, kind of breakdown, and there was this little guide in there on how to bet on the horse racing.
There's a guide to betting.
Yeah.
Okay,
They pointed out like how to do it. Of course, it opens up. It's so easy. So I was like, oh, okay, we can do this.
Oh no.
So I'm looking at it. I write it the night before. We get there the day of, and I'm like, they're parading the horses around, so you get a chance to look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I know nothing about horses.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't
See
know.
if they look healthy.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to look for, and I'm just looking at like, yeah.
Does that look like a winner?
I don't even know. It's like, is this the one I'm supposed to be looking at?
That horse got big calves.
Yeah. That's just,
Why the long face?
yeah.
So you look at the horses, and then what happens after that?
You get a what is it, a program book that says how many races for the day there's going to be and what kind of race, whether they're going to race in the dirt or they're going to race on the turf.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
And then they have
They get like cleats, different kind of horseshoe.
yeah.
sponsored by Nike.
So.
Yeah, right.
I think they do actually.
I think the little guide also tells you the stats of the horse, how many they've won and stuff like that.
Shoot.
But I mean, I guess in all reality, it's all guesswork, right?
Yeah.
It's gambling.
Yeah.
Or the video part, we did throw in some bets just to go try.
Yeah.
And I think the base of it, or the basic of it, I learned was that, if there's a number one horse that's supposed to win, usually the odds are less.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
the payout's less.
Yeah, the payout's less.
Yeah.
And then you bet on, was it win, show, and place? Was it like first, second, and third?
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you say
Nice.
this one's going to win, and then that one does win, it's like, I think it's 1-1. So I think you double up. I believe.
yeah.
Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But then you can get more specific and be like, this one's going to win first, and this one's going to win second.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
A
And the more
Damn,
specific
that's
would be,
so
this
hard.
one will win first, this one second, and the next one would be third.
lot of people doing that research.
The thing I was nervous about is in the guide, I said you just walk up to was it the teller or the person
Yeah.
who takes the bets? But luckily, it's
The bookie.
I maybe, yeah. But luckily, when you showed up, it's all new school. It's all digital now. You just go on a screen and you can just tap everything yourself,
Oh, okay.
so you don't have to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
Talk with a person.
Yeah. No, it literally gave you a script and said, "I want to bet this on this with this horse and all this stuff." And
Oh.
I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to remember all that stuff. It's like a whole different language to me.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah.
Otherwise, I'm sure if it's like common, like you just.
For them, yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
it is. But for me, it was all foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd you do?
I think we only won one.
Oh, okay.
That was only $2. So it was $2.60.
Oh no, what was the initial bet though?
$2. I think is the minimum you can do.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
it's more of getting your
house
feet
always
wet.
Yeah.
Because even given all the information and looking at them, like I said, I know nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Wait. So then, what was your winning bet then?
All I did was say this one was going to win first, and it did.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the name of the horse? They have like good names, right?
I wish I had the program in me.
It was like Peaches and Cream was gonna win number one.
Yeah.
No, they were like, there was a lot of names. Like, how do you even remember those? And I don't know what you call it. The announcer who's announcing the races are going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
it's like
yelling
fast,
out the
like,
names,
It's like
right?
auction style,
Almost,
like the way
right?
they-
Yeah.
Like-
Like, I got blue jeans. This is the lead.
Yeah, yeah, and the names are like, this is like Peggy Sue, and oh, she's gonna, like,
That's what she said.
yeah, pretty much they have like phrases of their
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
So that was weird, but it was kind of exciting. To
Okay.
see.
That is cool. So I mean,
Like I've been to the Del Mar Fair so many times just to go to the fair itself or other
oh
events,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Never actually been
Yeah.
there for what it's actually made for.
I know.
The Del Mar like horse tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. But crowd wise, I can see where the mix comes in. If you ever went online and you look up like horse racing, you have that very, the women wear the giant hats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
oh,
I've
those
seen
are
that.
they're actually there.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's a thing. Yeah, so there's a lot of people.
There's an attire.
Oh,
yeah, there's
definitely.
people dressed to the T's.
Wait, what are the guys wearing?
Oh, they wear.
Like the
almost-
upper.
I feel like it's like wearing those like linen suits.
Oh, it's a. Okay,
It's like
so
one of those
it's-
button ups where the top matches the bottom shorts, right?
Yeah. It's something crazy like that.
Catalina
Yeah,
wine
okay.
mixer. kind of.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah,
It's where I
Catalina wine mixer.
almost felt like I was like
Underdressed?
I'm underdressed. I'm out of
Yeah.
place, but
Yeah, there's a place for everybody at the table.
Yeah.
that's true.
Overall, how would you rate the experience?
It was definitely worth going and seeing for myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever get invested to the point where I'm going to learn about horses and start betting more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, you tried it. And you're like, okay,
Yeah, I tried it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
New experiences.
But the thing they're doing is, what was that? So that was tacos and tequila. I think they had like a beer fest and things like that.
Oh,
So they're trying to make it interesting,
right.
give you another reason to show up, and that happens to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm maybe betting on people getting a little tipsy, drinking a couple
And then they're
drinks.
like, oh,
just throw money at it,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, that's kind of cool of them. I mean, like they've lasted this long, so they have to.
And that's when they bring out like the names where it's like bet on this horse, like, oh yeah, let's put it on sure shot. Sure shot. It's like the slowest.
Yeah.
It's rigged.
It's as exciting as when you go to a sports event and a home run happens.
Mm.
There, during those last whatever, I don't know, is it a quarter mile? Is that too far?
Is it
Maybe
just
the last 100 feet when
Yeah.
another horse takes over the other one. And
is it just
Oh,
one
yeah.
lap? Did they just go one lap?
no,
or-
sometimes it's a half lap, sometimes it's a whole lap.
Oh,
Depends.
So it's like full on like 100-meter, 200-meter.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing, yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm guessing when they're on the turf, they go faster than the dirt.
Huh.
Oh, the other thing I saw interesting was that every race, right behind it, they have an ambulance chasing them.
wait, what?
I don't know.
Is it a horse ambulance?
No, it's like a regular AMR like
Oh.
ambulance that you see on the street.
Oh,
And it's literally
I'm
just
guessing for the safety, right? If someone falls off or
Oh,
immediate,
yeah.
it's just like they pick him up and they just go.
Yeah.
but they're in like an ambulance car.
Like it's a real ambulance.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The horses go running by, and then like 20 feet behind it, there's an ambulance. It's almost like the ambulance is chasing the horses.
Oh, but it doesn't have
Probably.
it doesn't have its alarms going.
No,
right?
no.
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Could be because the jockeys are pretty small, right? So if they fell off a horse, it'd be a pretty far fall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're going pretty fast too. So
Yeah,
that
so they
could
got to
be-
get them like right then and there.
yeah.
One of the new things I've been trying to push Christine to do, especially for her food Instagram, is a lot of these times we've been going to places, doing collabs, and there's a budget that's
Yeah.
included. And her and I still keep it to the point where it's a regular dinner for us. We don't order out of the normal.
Mhm.
Maybe couple appetizers, a few drinks, entrees, and dessert.
Yeah.
And we still have money left over, so we came up with the idea and then start pushing when we can. Let's bring friends with us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Over the time, I've kind of figured it's kind of a fun experience, going to eat at a place where.
Probably wouldn't eat before.
Well, that's the first thing you would
Yeah.
probably would have never chose there, or maybe you would have, but a lot of times it's a place that wasn't on our radar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the thing that makes it better is just ordering with no worrying about how much it's going to be. Makes it that much better,
Nice.
We're not the type to ever go to restaurants on our own and just be like, hey, what do you suggest we get? We kind of go in with a plan of what we want.
Mm.
But during,
So does that mean you like look at the menu beforehand and stuff?
that's
or-
what I like to do.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I like to.
Makes sense.
I'll go and pre-research and find photos and see what looks appetizing, or even reviews of people who have been there. But for these collabs, sometimes Christine will be like, since she's working, she'll be like, is there anything you want us to push or to promote?
Of course,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course, and they'll bring out what they want to bring. And, sometimes it'll be simple, like the happy hour menu,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is fine. But sometimes it's just like bites.
Great. We got these great tots.
Hey, the tots were pretty good though.
Loaded tots.
Yeah, for like the past 2-3 weeks, we've been taking friends with us. Jason could point out, we went to the Padre game,
Yeah.
and Christine was able to
nice.
to work out a collab where the whole group of us. How many was there? 8 of us.
I think there was like 8 of us.
Yeah.
Or maybe
It's a pretty good group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were able to comp the whole thing for us. We went to a place called Moonshine Flats, just outside the park.
That was my first time behind the scenes watching you guys work. Like I even got to be a part of like the hand model.
Oh, the hand
Yeah, I
model.
saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
I know that tattoo.
Say
Yeah, I know.
cheers.
Yeah, with your tattoos, it's like I know that hand.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun, as we noticed, is taking friends or family with us.
Yeah.
They get happy. I think everyone's happy when you
Yeah.
get free food.
Of course,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, count me in twice.
The past couple of weeks we did that with Jason and our group.
You remember what we had? What they served us? They,
Oh yeah. What
like
did
we
we
had
get?
some buffalo wings,
We got the
some
sampler
tots.
platter.
Uh-huh.
So it had would have had wings on there, macaroni balls,
Macaroni balls, deep fried macaroni balls.
Mm.
Ooh.
some kind of a really spicy green bean, like tempura, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
fried green beans. That
Oh,
was
fried green beans, tempura green beans.
And then you have to do that one thing with the macaroni balls where you have to split it in half and all the cheese.
Yeah.
If you guys ever watch videos
Yeah.
on
Cheese
or
pull
reels,
thing.
Right, the
Yeah.
cheese pull.
The cheese pull, yeah. Loaded tater tots.
Oh, there was loaded
Yeah.
tots.
yeah, I was trying to think. It's in my mind, but what kind of meat was on it? Was it
Is
brisket?
it pastrami? No, brisket.
or was it pulled pork?
I think the brisket was in the sliders, right?
Yeah, brisket was a sliders,
Yeah.
but there was some kind of meat on there.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Definitely Moonshine Flats, a good place to hang out before the game. What did they have? Giant beer pong.
Is it the beer pong with like the trash can? thing?
Yeah,
You have to, like, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
throw
nice.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like real pong, right? Because it's a trash can size, and you're throwing a wiffle ball.
Oh, it's a
what?
wiffle ball.
So
I thought it'd be
easy
like a
it is.
basketball.
Yeah, yeah, right. But they have
Talk
wiffle
about a
ball.
hot
wiffle
dog in a
ball.
hallway.
Yeah, whoa.
Wait, what?
But it was pretty fun. I mean,
It was interesting because I didn't know it was family friendly too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, Rafael was a good example of that. He took my my oldest kid around, and they played pretty much all the games.
Nice.
Oh, do they have like other games besides that beer pong thing? Or
What do they have?
did they have like it was like an arcade thing, or was it more like physical?
No,
games?
no physical games.
Okay.
So you have the giant
Oh, that's
Jenga,
Okay. yeah.
giant Connect Four.
Oh, okay. So like
Yeah,
the usual
bar
Yeah,
games.
yeah. Usual.
They had that
bar
one
games, yeah.
punching bag thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think anyone used it though.
You guys ever do that?
With a score. hit the bag.
yeah.
Oh, you hit it as hard as you can, and it tells you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done those. Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I never do it. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss and just hit something. I've seen
There's a lot of funny videos.
Yeah,
about
I've seen the
that,
funny
yeah.
videos.
Oh yeah, where they like put it all into the punch and just go forward.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the ones with that viral girl that like just lays it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I know if I do it, it would be nothing like that.
Like,
And another collab we did actually the night before. It's funny, and I wanted to ask Christine to bring Jason and Nadine to that one.
Oh, which one was this?
Let's see, you didn't get to go because Christine thought it might be asking of too much for you guys.
Oh, come on.
Because the next day-
we
the
go
next
back
day-
to back. We'll go every single day.
Yeah, the night before, this is a good one. We've never ate food like this. So we've had Indian food before.
Oh, that's
So
right.
this place, new place, new ownership out in Miramar called Masala House.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was funny. We had actually originally went there for a regular collab where Christine was just going to show the lunch buffet and some food. And luckily, the owner caught us before we were leaving, and he asked what food the kitchenette gave us.
Yeah.
And he decided, you know, if it's not too much, could you guys come back? They're pushing this new kind of a private dining experience.
Oh.
They have these little cabanas inside the dining hall where it closes off, so you don't see anyone else in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they make it really
very intimate.
Yeah, really traditional. This is the funnest part was that they had a table pretty much bolted in the middle of the ground, and then maybe padding all around it.
Okay.
So we got like a group of 6 of us, maybe 7.
Okay.
We all sat on the floor,
Yeah.
and the owner was like, "Hey, I'd really love for you guys to experience the traditional way that families would eat together."
Oh.
So
Yeah.
kind of like the Filipino Kamayan,
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
eating from their hands from was it banana leaves?
Banana leaves,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this,
Was it anyone's first time eating with their hands like that? Out of your group?
we were pretty
Diverse.
selective in who we
Selective.
chose. So we
Okay.
chose a couple
Oh, got it.
Filipinos, so it'd be
Yeah.
normal.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother and his wife
People
came
that
out.
have got like a manicure first, and then like,
See, you know what the manicure thing is? The funny thing is like that's something I always do. Expected, Christine will have me hold stuff.
Yeah.
So you gotta make those nails pearly white, you know?
Yeah, and I'm the type where if I see videos and I see something gross on fingers, I'm like, ugh,
yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to be on the other side where people go, dang, Bo's fingers are messed up.
Yeah.
Gotta clean those fingernails, man.
But yeah,
Trim
so
them.
we brought out a couple of my friends, work friends. That was interesting. So that ended up being a kind of a bonding thing.
Nice.
Nothing more than to ask a friend that you've never gone out to eat with to sit there and be like, here, eat with your hands with me. So that was kind of funny.
You're like, let me feed you.
Experience.
Oh, but the thing is,
And then it was
you
my
use my hand. To eat.
subo you.
They're behind you like a puppet. Let's pretend.
It's just like Ghost.
Kind of like back in the day. Remember Whose Line?
Whose line is it?
Yeah. We used to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
where they can't use their hands, but the
Yep.
other person.
Yeah,
has.
your partner uses
Yeah.
the hands for you. and feeds you.
That was a good bit.
Oh man.
How was the experience?
The food was great. That's why we decided, easy. We were like, we'll come back because the food is great.
Oh nice.
How was that that individual dining experience?
It's good. They set us up. They actually chose for us. So we got 2 giant platters of biryani. I don't know if you had biryani. That's kind of
Okay.
like their,
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. That's their version of fried rice, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not fried, I don't think.
No. Biryani is like the long rice, right?
It is, but
Yeah.
they flavored it up and spiced it up.
Yeah, they put,
The way
they
they
put stuff
make
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they did lamb shanks on top of it.
Ooh.
And then the other one was you got some two whole grilled chickens.
Dang.
God, I'm so hungry.
I know.
And I think you even commented on the video.
That looked good. Yeah.
Yeah, fall off the bone meat. Can't go wrong.
Oh.
Definitely a learning experience. They had some samballs and what are the chutneys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing they pushed out was a family-sized dosa. I don't know if you guys ever had
Oh,
dosas.
yeah. Is it dosas like the little, almost like little hot pocket things?
No, those
No?
are samosas.
Samosas.
Oh, that's samosas. Okay.
Yeah, dosas are kind of like when you look at them, they look like crispy crepes.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a naan, but like
No,
Crispy.
naan is too thick. They're like,
so they're
almost
thinner.
you know what?
Yeah,
I
they're
think
almost
I've
like-
seen that. It's like a fat chip, right? Or like
they literally look like a crepe that they roll up.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, it's rolled up, so it's like a little rolled taco in a way.
Not even.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said
Okay,
rolled up.
It's
so.
a crepe. Let's just
Yeah,
say it's a
yeah.
crepe. It's a crepe.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
crepe.
A crepe
Don't
thing,
worry,
okay. All right.
So it's like a taco salad.
I'll get the photo
but
from Christine.
without the
It'll
salad
show up
inside.
somewhere here.
A taco salad without the taco salad.
But yeah, it was like a 6-foot one. So that was like the cool
6 foot?
thing.
Whoa.
Yeah. We'll get the picture.
Yeah, and when the guy
That's
pointed,
huge.
when the guy pointed out that was what it was going to be, Christine was like, "I need to tape that." That's what has the potential to go viral on reels
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people want to see what's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something out of the ordinary.
Yep.
You know?
And hopefully it will do that. I think
Okay.
right now it's been maybe 4 or 5 days since that video came out.
Mhm.
It's around like 20,000 views. Or
That's not
something
bad.
like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
really
not bad.
good.
Not bad
Yeah.
of a video.
Yeah.
And then yeah. What else?
What's the name of the place?
Masala House. Miramar
Solid
Road.
House, Miramar. Okay. There's a lot of more stuff like coming up on Miramar Road.
Yeah.
Mace is coming up. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. They're just developing more things, I guess. Yeah.
Other things.
$1 million homes everywhere.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
expect that.
One
There's a
million-
lot of
one million
other stuff in the
townhomes,
community.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is we've been going to a couple of wineries. That's new to me. I'm not too much of a wine drinker, but you know, there's the need for the content creator to go to a winery,
Yeah.
kind of get their name out there. So we actually got to see the two polar opposites. You know, one of the giant wineries that you can buy their wines everywhere in Costco and the grocery store. Wilson's Creek out in Temecula.
Ah.
Okay.
Definitely a cool place. I'd
Yeah.
suggest if you're looking for a day date or just going out to hang out with your friends. It's a good place.
A little winer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's the girls like to go out there in groups and get dressed up for everybody,
Oh.
for themselves, whatever. That's like,
Fancy.
I don't think it's like a club where people go to meet people, but
I was about to say, it's like you saying the girls are going out there. Maybe you need to go. wine
yeah,
tasting.
that's what I was gonna say, right? You
Well,
need to go
in my check-in, we'll talk about the wineries.
Oh, all right.
so you went to wineries too, so you know what the groups look like.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wilson's Creek, did that. It was fun. They actually put us on a winery tour,
Yeah.
so got to learn
Nice.
a little of the basics.
Was it about a 3-hour tour?
Nah, about
Stupid.
an hour and a half.
Y'all didn't catch that. You're all too young.
Yeah.
I caught it. I'm just no Gilligan.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the funniest thing I'm going to point out, which will probably be kind of embarrassing, is I didn't even know how to do red wines versus white wines.
What do you mean?
Red wines and white wines, they can come from don't quote me, I might be wrong, I might have heard it wrong,
Okay.
but they come from the same grapes. It's just they remove the skins, and that's how they end up being white.
Oh, what?
But they leave the skins in longer, and that's how they become red.
It's just tinted. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you know about grapes. You know how you get that weird mouthfeel after you eat them?
Yeah.
What do you call it? It's tannins and stuff
Yeah.
like that are found in
Oh,
the
yeah,
skin.
yeah,
So that's why
Tannins, yeah.
that's why whites goes down smoother and reds kind of just sit there, mouthfeel.
Because it's the skin
Yeah.
texture, basically.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then going to the polar opposite, we went to a small local winery here out in Escondido called Orfila. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
They don't sell in stores. They don't sell in groceries. They're more of a boutique winery where they have their
you go
following.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come and get it.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah, and they're on their way of growing. They used to have a tasting room out in Oceanside, but now they're trying to bring it all in house in the winery itself, since that seems like the fun thing to do.
Oh, okay.
Try to make it all one and stop where you can go there and get a meal.
Yeah.
So their chef from their tasting kitchen is actually out there now, and he set us up with a really good charcuterie board. Yeah. In my mind, I'm like, oh, it's like crackers and meats and stuff. But surprisingly, when they put it all together, you're like, oh, this is kind of filling. This is a lot of
Good.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the wine, right?
Yeah, with the wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once that gets flowing, it's just like, ooh. We went to watch Tick Tick Boom.
Oh, that was a good show.
AJ Raphael.
I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a fun thing. Not the first musical I've been to, but
It's a musical.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Musical.
It was on Netflix too. It was a movie.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
that Christine was trying to watch it.
Spider-Man? What is his name?
Andrew Garfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He plays John in the.
I was like thinking about 3 different names, and I was like, let me go with the.
3 different Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think that's the guy that sings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
AJ Raphael, he did a good job. Where did you sit? We were talking about
Oh
this.
yeah. I sat right eye level with him,
Yeah.
right in the aisle where I was kind of just full bodied facing him. Like
What row?
Full bucket.
from the stage. So.
Third, maybe.
Oh, same. I think we were in the same area, but I was on the left side.
Yeah.
Ah, the
Yeah.
crib
Yeah.
side.
And I knew he had friends who were sitting over to the right of us.
Okay.
But a lot of the time when he was getting into those songs and he was just singing his heart out, I felt like straight eye contact with me.
Like he was singing to you.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Because I had the same feeling, and I was like looking around. It was one of those like, because me and Nadine were the only Filipinos in that section too.
Oh, okay.
Especially during the early show.
You put your finger on your lip.
And then you're just like, just like a little hello.
That's how I felt. It was almost uncomfortable. I was like, why is he looking straight at me? Or is he looking through me? Like,
Interesting. Seeing that he was in a play because I've known him like in the YouTube space for like the longest time.
He's an OG YouTuber.
Yeah. Was a place a little musty when you got in there? Like
What does that mean?
No, because we walked in and it was like bright lights, but then you can see all the like dust or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's an old theater. That's why.
it is old theater.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are relocating. I was looking at the little signs outside. They're
Oh, they
supposed to-
have to.
Yeah, they're going to Liberty Station.
Oh, nice.
I might
Oh.
improve it a little.
It was a good show though.
Okay.
From all three art.
I'm always surprised when they have shows like that because there was only 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Other than
The band.
Other than the band, but the actors themselves,
Yeah.
3 of them. They did all the roles, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. They had multiple roles outside of the 3 main ones. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that reminds me of that whole like singer giving you eye contact thing. 'Cause, like actually, I went to
what
like
thing?
this concert in Japan with my sister.
Okay.
I forgot the guy's name, but I guess like it was just usually girls that attend this concert,
Okay.
and we had like pretty good seats. And then he like sees me, and I'm like, what? And then it's funny because like after that song, he's like, speaking Japanese, and my sister was like translate. He's like, I think he saw you because he's like, oh, I thank you everybody for coming. I enjoy that there are guys coming to the show. And I was like, oh my God. It's a weird experience. I know I brought up wineries too, so I actually went to some wineries myself, and I'm not too much of a wino either. But I was in Mexico, in Valle de Guadalupe.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is like Ensenada area.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is that from here?
Probably like if you cross, because my friend drove, and I want to say once you cross the border.
Oh, just you two?
No, there's actually 4 of us. So I was there
Okay.
with my friend Dale,
Okay.
Calvin, and Calvin's wife Mary.
Nice.
Shout out to y'all. It was a great trip.
Little day trip.
No, it was a weekend. We were there
weekend.
all
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got like this Airbnb, super legit. It was basically like this mansion thing
Nice.
on a cliff that overlooked,
Oh, wow.
and then like you could just see the ocean from like the balconies. There's like 5 different balconies in that house,
Wow.
Dang.
and they had like this upper,
How many oceans?
just one.
Okay.
Just, Pacific, I think.
Stupid. He's not wrong. You know.
You never know, right?
Okay.
You might be right in the middle where it's the 2.
That's true.
Where was I? Oh yeah. I forgot. Wait, hold on.
You were on the balcony with 5
Oh,
5
yeah,
different
yeah.
oceans.
5 different oceans.
5 different oceans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How long does it get? Or how long does it take to get there?
Roughly.
I want to say once you cross the border, I want to say maybe like an hour and a half.
So you're
at
yeah,
the
wow.
most. Hour
It's not that
15.
far then, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like driving up to like I don't know, like Riverside, Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little further than
Yeah.
Riverside County.
Irvine.
But yeah, we stopped at this cool brewery. Actually, I forgot the name.
Probably something in Spanish.
Yeah, but it was actually really cool because it was like, obviously custom craft beers, and then there's like food and stuff, and we got like they had these cool like deals where it's like if you get like a burger, you get like a beer or
Oh,
like
wow.
Oh.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
So it was actually pretty
drink with
legit.
food?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
super affordable. I wanted to get a shirt, but I
Oh,
didn't.
you didn't?
And I was like, you know what? Should I?
For the memories?
Should I? And then like I didn't, but I was like, yeah,
Damn.
maybe I should have got one.
For the amount of time like you travel, like I pick
Yeah.
up something from every place.
Yeah,
That's you though.
I know that's me though.
But I guess it gives me a reason to go back. It was actually a pretty nice spot. The upstairs, like again, like it's all like coastal, so you can just
Yeah.
see like super cool views of the ocean. But yeah, we went basically to the wineries out there because I guess that's like a wine country also. So that was like my first experience doing that too. Again, like I'm not looking for wine. Yeah,
Spanish wine country.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like the land out there is like super crazy. I think there was like a controlled burn from the fire department at one point because there was actually like a fire.
Oh dang!
Like
okay, but it's controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. When we were driving by, we're like, "Dang, is that like a fire?" And then it was, and when you drove by it, it's just like a lot of land is like burning.
And there's firefighters there just watching.
No, there was no one there.
Oh shoot!
Right, and then we're like, should somebody call somebody? And then as we're driving, we see a fire like truck, but it's not like a fire truck or like a fire engine. It's just literally a truck that says like firemen like in Spanish on it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all they're sending, you know?
It's like an '82 Toyota.
No, really, that's what it was like. Yeah, it was like.
I mean, they do have those. They do.
You know, so I was like, maybe it's on purpose, right? He's just checking up, make sure it's not getting out of control. I was like, I hope so.
I don't know how controlled birds work. Yeah. I mean, you guys drove back. It wasn't like.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get stuck in the wineries or anything, so
okay,
pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, well, you can safely assume that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. We went to 3 different places. The first one's called like Las Nubes.
Okay.
I believe. That was nice. It was pretty fancy. You eat. There's like, when you drink, you're on like this patio style area. Fancy people dressed up, fancy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of families, I think, which was interesting to see. The wine there was like, it was all right. We ended up drinking the most there, and then we went to another spot.
It was all right. You drank the most.
Yeah, and then we went to another spot, Finca La Carodia, I think. Yeah, Finca La Carodia. Okay. Yeah,
sure.
So that's what's on the notes. And actually, that place was a vibe. It was like really, really cool. It was like this building, like in the middle of the thing, and it was funny because like in the middle of nowhere they had like electric chargers for like EVs, and I was like, whoa, how did they do that? But
there's like no electric car around.
I know, but as you see, like they're catering to certain clientele, right?
Got
the
it.
EV folks.
I see that.
Yeah. And then it was really cool because on the top it was just like this very green. There was a lot of like succulents. It was like really overgrown. It seemed like overgrown, but it was nice, and there was like a nice breeze because it was kind of warm. And actually, that place had better wine, but we drank more of the other place, and then we got to that place. It was already like kind of closing, but we did get a charcuterie board.
Nice.
Nice. You always gotta get one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was really good. They had like this really good jam, and then whatchamacallit, they had this cheese that was like made from like the local cows, and that was an interesting flavor. It was definitely cheesy, like funky.
It was good.
If you put it with the jam, actually, and like a piece of bread, it was actually kind of good. But by itself, it was just very pungent.
Because it was fresh, right?
Yeah, it was like fresh from the teat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, that was that trip, and then lately I've just been kind of in one of my moods where I'm just like trying to reset a little bit and trying to figure out what is right for me. And I know I've been talking about it a while, but I've actually been going paintballing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's fun because I used to do it as a child, so it's kind of funny. Like trying to do it now, and you're like,
your knees hurt.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to get hurt, but then it's like sometimes you just got to go in, and but it's cool because it's something outdoors.
Yeah,
and it's like you kind of shut down, like whatever's happening is like whatever, and then
focus on
playing.
The game, right?
Yeah, you focus on the game, and I like it too because it's very therapeutic for me because I'm a very like mellow person, and I just kind of like go a lot of things, but when you're on that field, it's like you have a reason to be aggressive, you have a reason to be violent.
Yeah, it's your little outlet, right?
Yeah, and instead of like maybe displacing that into like a person, accidentally, right? Like that's my place where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just turn it on right now. And then once you get off the field, like, it's over. Like the game's over. You get whatever, things you leave it on the field. And actually, the paintball community now is like super chill.
Oh, really? Did it not used to be?
Well, I think maybe because I was like younger at the time. So, and also too, like 20, like 15 years ago, like I feel like the older generation was just like, oh, they're just a bunch of kids, because it was still, it was more of an adult game still, like the origin of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So it was like, oh, these kids, whatever. But now it's like super like welcoming. Everyone's like giving everybody tips, and all that stuff. Like we met so many cool people. Like because I actually got reconnected with my homie BK, Brandon, and his cousin Derek. Because I actually used to play with them, so it was really a good timing where like we could all go together and we're just like having fun out there, trying to get better with like our technique. And like even last night we go to a place called Jungle Island, Lake Elsinore.
Oh dang, that sounds like fun already.
Yeah, night ball because it's like super hot in the day. So every Saturday night I try to go over there. It's from like 6 to 11. By the time we get back, it's like already like 12:30 or something.
Yeah.
And they have just like floodlights, or
yeah, they just have floodlights on the speedball field. And then we met this really cool ref. And he was actually just giving us some tips. He actually like towards the end, like it was dying down, and we're just like, "Hey, yo, can we just run some 1v1s?" Yeah, it was like me, BK, and then like Derek, or BK played Derek a few times, and I played Derek a few times. But it's fun, right? Because you're just like 1-on-1, and it's like high speed, and like you're shooting, and it's just like pow,
battle high.
Yeah, so it's super cool. And then like once you're out, once you get shot, like it's always high fives. You know what I mean? And that's a part of the game. Like you get overshot.
Yeah.
It's like it's all good.
I mean, it's paintball. So, it still hurts like hell, though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you know,
shot me in the ass.
yeah. It's funny because I got gogged, which is like when you get shot in the goggles. The mask.
So you got to do the
you get gogged. Yeah.
All those pieces.
And then I was on my way out, and then usually like you raise your hand or like you raise your gun, right?
Yeah.
Like signifying like you're out. And so I raised it, and I was walking out of the bunker, and then like Derek was still like on one, and then he came, and then he started shooting me, shot me in the leg, and I was like, and then like BK was just like, he's out, and he was like, oh, and then I was like, but it's just things you just laugh about, it like hurt, but then at the same time it's like, I don't know, it's just all part of it, right? Like I remember the first night I went out, I was like, I don't remember how this feels like, how bad is it gonna hurt, so then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go, and then I'm just going to get my licks in real quick just so I know, like, okay, that's how it feels. And then, like, you're not scared of it anymore, right?
Because you can expect it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's been really good, and I think that's, like, kind of been my focus and, trying to be, like, a little active.
Yeah, dude. Touching some grass.
Yeah.
Or paint, I should say.
But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, just doing things, trying to come up with, like, a different like mindset and like kind of reframe a lot of things. I like had heard something where it was like a lot of times we say like we have to do stuff, right?
I know where you're going with this.
But then changing that to I choose to do this, right?
We get to, right?
We get to, right? So it's not like a burden.
Frame of mind.
Well, because you start your morning with, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, I have to work.
You get to go to work.
You get to do that. You get to.
You show that gratitude of, at least I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
At least I have a job.
Yeah.
Like you didn't pass away in your sleep kind of thing.
Yeah.
That mentality.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
well,
good.
I mean, you don't know that. This could be all be a
Wait,
dream.
is this a dream?
Yeah, is this really happening? But yeah, just trying to like manage some things. But yeah, it's just a good time. It's a good time. Like I'm always like trying to see where my bruise is. Yeah, I have like a bruise over here.
Oh shit!
It's a week old. It's healing.
I was like, that's a weird place to get a hickey, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting to get blasted on the neck, and then everyone that like at work is like, it's funny to like count how many like welts I have and stuff, like where the bruises are at.
That's like acupuncture with a cupping and stuff.
Yeah.
Except it's random.
Yeah, and honestly, I kind of like it. It's instant like feedback of like if you made a bad decision or not because you.
Well, yeah. Generally, how being shot works.
Yeah,
it's instant feedback.
It's cool. Yeah. If you guys ever want to go, I actually got to know. I went to this Escondido paintball place.
Okay.
Got to know this guy, the owner there, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, if you ever have friends that want to go first time, you should have a bunch of extra gear."
So for someone that's brand new to it, right, that wants to start a paintball, how much would it be?
Oh yeah, what's the cost?
Yeah,
I mean,
to join a game,
like to rent stuff.
Oh, to rent stuff. I think it's like averaging about like maybe like $70. You get like entry, you get everything you need,
Ammo,
every
gun.
Ammo,
basic thing that you need, and then like if you want, they usually give you like 500 balls or whatever, but like
those
usually
go quick though.
yeah, you go quick. Like
yeah.
I always bring like a case, with a case is like 2,000, right? And it's just like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like 70-ish, right? And then if you want more paint, I think it depends on like where you go, but I think usually most places sell their field paint for like $50.
Okay.
And that'll give you like what you need, like safety wise, like a mask and then the gun setup.
Yeah.
But if you want like, you should probably bring knee pads, right? I'm rocking like elbow pads these days too because it got like way more athletic, right?
Yeah.
Or like taking dives and stuff. I'm not doing that yet.
But you're prepared.
Yeah, Yeah, and sometimes I'll just wear like the elbow pads and like a shirt, right? Because it's like hot still even at night up there. So I'll just do that. But
Especially these days because
Yeah.
it's inland,
Yeah.
and it's summer. It's been
Yeah.
hot. Yeah, I'd be down to go.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
July was a pretty busy month for me. A lot of shoots. It's convention month. There's 2 conventions that I went to. Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and then Anime Expo up in LA. And then also
see
it's like-
Valkyrae up there? Was
she was. I mean, it's fun. She actually did go because like I forgot that I know someone who kind of knows her like, a little bit.
Oh, this
Sorry.
whole time.
Well, no,
I forgot. Remember that when he had that whole like Lolita's tray?
yeah. Oh, I forgot about. I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
I forgot I had a whole tray in the fridge.
hey. Well, that one was a challenge. I was like, I think I could finish this. Okay, if I couldn't, then I would have called for reinforcements. But I did it. I finished that whole tray.
This whole time we're talking about Valkyrae, and Brian didn't say a word.
Well, okay.
25 episodes in.
Well, it's because like the friend that I do know, her name's Stella. She makes a lot of cosplay stuff or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, you mentioned her
How'd
before.
she get her groove back?
Yeah.
Oh. Stella. Yeah, and she's made some cosplays for like from Valkyrae before. I don't know if you saw like her Viper cosplay where she had like a gas mask and like the, I don't know. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but Stella makes she's a content creator for cosplay stuff, and then like,
that's
she
cool.
posted a she was at Anime, so she was at San Diego Comic Con, so she was actually down here.
Wait,
Yeah.
Stella or Valkyrae?
Both.
Oh, both.
They were both down here because I what was it? Because I know Stella was down here for because she did like a panel, I think, for Comic Con, a couple panels or whatever. Because she does cosplay and there's like a bunch of cosplay panels and stuff like that. But then she posted a picture with like Valkyrae in there. I was like, oh, okay, she was here too.
Nice.
Yeah. I was about to link that to you, Art, but like you were responding. But yeah.
It's okay. I didn't need that distraction in my life.
So in a nutshell, like so Anime Expo, I usually go every year because like I have a lot of friends who cosplay and like other people like just ask for shoots and stuff like that. I just want to shout out to my friend D. Her name is Ninja D on Instagram. She's the one that I did her wedding in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. So she hit me up for some shoots, and she's like a AAA type personality. So she's very like organized and stuff like that. And she organized a couple shoots because LA has a bunch of like really interesting studios. There was like a big warehouse shoot, and that warehouse was like they use it a lot for like crime stuff and like like mafia stuff. Because like I don't know if you saw some of the pictures I posted. Like there was like one with like a bunch of like money and like Coke bags. And then like there's like a little corner that has like a little bodega. Like it looks like a little corner shop or whatever. And then there's like a commissioner's police office in the back or whatever. So like there's like a lot. It's a pretty versatile set, right?
You have pictures of that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Right
yeah. And then we also did another shoot. It was a desert studio theme shoot. So it was like a little Moroccan theme, and there was like the floor was just covered in sand.
Oh wow.
So it was pretty. I mean, like sand just got everywhere. But yeah. Shout outs to her for organizing all that and like getting everyone all together. I got group pictures of us. We can just throw those up, and I got some shots from there. Usually for Anime Expo, I usually only go because like again, a lot of friends go to that, but a lot of my friends were like working inside.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't get like a pass to like go inside, so I couldn't see a lot of my friends, but I did see them afterwards, like all the after parties and stuff like that.
When you go, do you ever dress up, or you just?
No, I'm usually because usually the people that you see there are because like with Anime Expo is like one of the biggest, or I should say like pretty much the biggest like con on the East Coast here or the West Coast, sorry. And like everyone brings their A game. Yeah. everyone brings their A game for that. So like there's like all these people with like really detailed costumes and stuff like that. So usually you either see people like that or you see people with a lot of camera gear, like, you know, for photographers and stuff. And then like you got like, you know, the people who are just there for, you
The
know,
looky loos.
no, people that are just attending, you know, like that are actually there for anime, because the whole purpose of anime is supposed to show like, you know, different, you know, shows
There for the free merch.
yeah,
Merch drops.
yeah, merch drops and like, you know, different like products and stuff like that. But yeah, where was I going with that? Yeah, but couldn't, like, a lot of my friends were working this year, so they were inside, so I couldn't like really see them and all. And then for Comic-Con, like, I just kind of went around outside, because, you know, you need like the lottery to get inside now, and they have a lot more like stuff outside. So I saw the Shaun of the Dead pop up, which is was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, they took a bar and they kind of like fashioned it after the Winchester bar in the movie. I don't know if you remember that.
Nice, yeah.
And they had that because it's like, one, it's the 20-year anniversary of the movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
20 years.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's 2004. Yeah, I was like, that can't be that long. And then I was like, and then I rewatched it. I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely 2004 or whatever. And then they also have like a tie-in with some like video game that's coming up. So that was like a thing that they had like, you know, going in there. And then I got a what was it called? They had like a little beer from Hazy IPA over there. And then there was a Borderlands pop up too.
Oh, is that with Bobby
Lee?
Lee? Is
Bobby Lee's in there. He's not. He doesn't have a major role, but like I haven't seen that movie. I hear it's not great, but yeah.
Damn. Sorry, Bobby.
But the pop up was pretty fun.
Okay.
Because, like, you know, they had like all the stuff from the, you know, the series up there, and like they had people dressing up, and like it was pretty cool. Like some of the drinks were okay.
Yeah.
They had like 2 different types of drinks. And then most everything, I think I ended up at Bait. Have you ever heard of Bait?
Yeah, Bait.
Yeah.
I think I saw you on their story.
Yeah. Did you
I was
see
like,
it?
is that Brian?
Yeah.
Is that with an AI or a ATE?
BAIT.
BAIT.
So it's like it's basically like
streetwear, right?
streetwear and like figure. They got figurines there too. So like if you I don't know if you've been there, or like
Oh no, I love
collectible.
going to Bait.
Yeah. So you've been there, yeah. But they were having a what was it called? I think they were having some sort of like small after party. You remember Lester? You know Yeah.
You met up with him?
Well, yeah. Well, I met up with him there, but that's because like his brother was doing all the drone footage that they had.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother was doing
wow.
all of that. Yeah, like the one that was like all the drone like from the outside, and then the drone that like went inside.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But like they had free drinks. I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. Overall fun time. Like Comic-Con isn't what it used to be for me, especially like, you know, looking at all the outside stuff, because it's like just so much people.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to try and do stuff so like all the outside. You used to be able to do all the stuff in the outside, but it's like even that is like long lines.
Yeah.
Like I think for like the I think the Hulu, I mean everything had like super long lines. Like you think it'd be like short, but then that's just one part that just like wrapped around that you did not see. But I mean, I still have a good time just kind of looking around and meeting up with other friends that go to Comic-Con and that sort of thing.
Okay.
For the shoots, what was it? Dan, our number one fan.
Okay.
Yeah. I did a motorcycle shoot with him.
I saw that.
Yeah, he requested to do that. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, get to catch up a little bit too.
Was that by D&B's?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Everyone thinks it's
yeah.
no, because the only reason why I can't do DME is because it's crowded there before. I did do a shoot there before, but that was during COVID. And they basically close it off. When they say they close it off, they only put like traffic cones. So we just move the traffic cones and we just took the shoot over there. But this one is actually in the plaza before it, so it's still underneath, it's still underneath the 805. Yeah. So I was like, I was gonna do it over there, and then we did. He requested we do it like something that said San Diego, so we did it by the mural that's over by the Belching Beaver in North Park. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was good catching with him, and then he wants to do another one with his significant other. And
with Saturn Sheets, right?
No, maybe. I don't know. Hey, maybe I'll shoot it. I don't care.
Okay,
it's not like I haven't done that before. Oh yeah, shout out to your sister. She asked me to do photos for Maddox's soccer league or whatever.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, she's talking about that.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Like, because it was a tournament, so like it's like everything in the soccer club. They have like all different age groups, right? And then they basically use those fields that we did, you know, that one photo that we did for you, and that field, like all the fields and stuff. So we were just kind of going around field to field, and like she was basically there as like my handler, just to tell me like when to keep moving or whatever. So it was like 12 or 15 different games I had to cover. It was like every 10 minutes we would move.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. So it's like 10 minutes, like I'd be, you know, kind of in it, but then like she was like, I set an alarms, because then she would kind of forget too sometimes. Yeah. So like I set an alarm like every 10 minutes, and like it would just go off, and then she was like, okay, yeah, let's move or whatever. And then she would, help me get on. Maddox was basically just chilling with his team.
I think he's on the injured reserves right now or something.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I wondered why he wasn't playing, but then like he was just kind of chilling with his team and kind of like cheering them on or whatever.
Nice.
It was funny though because he kept like, I guess, bragging to his teammates.
Oh,
whatever.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's like, you see that guy with the big camera over there?
That's my uncle.
That's my uncle Brian. and then May would pass by, and then like he would be like, hey mom, I know him, right? I was like, I was like, yeah.
That's cool though. You know?
I mean, like I felt honored. I was like,
You're a
okay.
celebrity now.
I
Brian.
guess. I was like, cool, thanks, Maddox.
Shout out to my nephew Maddox. He always talks about this show. He's like Uncle Art, Uncle Brian.
Yeah.
That's
Aw.
And then he'll go, I like when Uncle Art does, and then he'll like mention like the episode. I'll be like, damn, I don't even remember.
Man, you gotta watch it, man. You got impressionable
know,
young
dude.
youth watching.
I gotta be careful. Hey, stay in school. Study hard.
Listen to your uncle.
And then other shoots I did was after Comic-Con, like one of my friends hit me up and we did like a Kiki's delivery shoot over at Balboa Park. That was a lot of fun. And then other shoot that I did was BK Saw. I don't know if you know BK. I think he was okay. It's probably like younger generation.
Brandon?
No,
That's the BK I know.
Okay.
no.
Someone else then.
No, he was. I think he was an Ace. I forget which.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah. Okay.
Kwong.
No,
Okay, never mind.
different one. Yeah. Yeah, but the funny thing, the only reason I mentioned that is because like because he wanted to do like his birthday was coming up or whatever, so he wanted to do a shoot like his stages of life. So we went to Scripps and we did like a picture of his car in like the parking lot or whatever in the like Scripps High School. Sorry. And
He
then,
went to Scripps Ranch?
yeah, he went to Scripps Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we went to SDSU, and then that was like where he met his girlfriend, or whatever. And then we took some shots over there, and then we ended it in Coronado. And when I had planned it out or whatever, I looked at all the spots because he wanted like the San Diego skyline, right?
Yeah.
And like best views are like from Coronado, right? So there's 3 spots. There's the one over by like the ferry landing. But then I was like, there's like a lot of people. Let me find like another spot.
Yeah.
And so I found like one of the side parks, right? And it's like Harbor View Park and like Bayview Park or whatever. Like there's like these little narrow like strips of land in between the houses that basically are like public parks, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to the one with the tree?
Yeah, there's like
middle?
yeah. Both of those spots, I don't know what it was, but like last week, it was like the 3rd of August. There were literally 2 surprise like proposals.
Oh,
snap.
at the same time? Like,
At the same, they ran at the same time because like when I rolled up, I heard like some like loud music or whatever, and then when I turned the corner to go in, there was like this whole big heart arch. It says "Will you marry me?" That's like lit up, and there's like rose petals, and there's like a whole like mariachi band over there, and I was like, all right. And then I went to the other spot, and it was like the big like white 5 foot tall letters that are lit up, and it says "Marry Me."
They went all out.
And I was like, what the? Yeah, these were like, and then but luckily I went back to the first one, and then I was like, it looked like they were kind of wrapping up a little bit. They were just like taking pictures with like family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I asked the guys like, hey, can we use like this side, like. Because luckily, when they set up the thing, it wasn't like directly in the middle. It was like off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we can just kind of use this. And it was just funny because then he rolled up with his girlfriend, and he immediately turns to her. It's like, this is in me. This is in me. Yeah. Because she looked at him and was like, oh,
Yeah.
that was pretty fun over there. And then July is always like a lot of birthday months. Like my birthday's in July. Jason's is in July. I have a bunch of friends with that.
Yeah, happy belated, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fishing for that. Just kidding.
No, we told you happy birthday, right?
Yeah. And then usually my birthday is like I usually just do it pretty chill or whatever. Like this is probably the first year that like my birthday reps thing. I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's basically where I replace all my reps with like the same age. I was like, it's pretty cool. My 20s, my 30s, almost like pushing 40. I was like, it's hard doing that weight for that much. So I don't know if I have to like I had to like puss out and go lower for that. And then like I just hung out like at Harlan South Park with some other friends, and then I had dinner with my folks because like my mom had like some free buffet thing at Valley View. I was like, all right, the buffet.
There's still buffets?
They still have a buffet there?
Well, no.
They changed it.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed
It's like
it.
restaurants.
No, it's weird because it's like it's all you can eat, but you have to order. You order like four items at a time. I was like, okay, so it's technically a buffet.
Is it pretty pricey over there?
I don't know. It was free.
Okay.
Because my mom goes there like
something like that.
I don't know. My mom goes there like all the time, and then she's gotten to the point where like she's like, "Hey, help us like finish these free like meals we're getting." It's okay food. I mean, like you can order like all these like lobster tails and stuff, but like they're really small. But yeah,
Shoot.
yeah, it's all right.
That's why you get 20 of them to make up 3.
Yeah.
You know what my mom's been doing though? Instead of going to the buffet, you could exchange that for a $50 food credit, and then we just get food from like the restaurant. And just,
Oh, I think she does that. Yeah, I think she does that too.
So sometimes we'd be getting like ribeye and stuff from like this other place.
yeah.
And just take it home, like pizza, sandwiches.
Yeah. I think that's what they do when they can't, like, because they'd rather, like, because they're there already, like, they'll just eat there kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they'll just, like, call me. It's like, hey, you want to eat?
Nice.
Yeah. And then we went to the Fil-Am Fest or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. AJ Rafael that was there too.
Yeah, he was promoting his
All over the
tick
place.
tick.
His
Boom.
tick tick boom thing. Yeah. And then we had your birthday, of course, and I'll let you take it from there.
Well, I mean, we all hung out. I wanted to really support like the Filipino American community, right?
Yeah.
And so we went to the Fil-Am Fest. I picked up some things from Ella Manila. It was funny because I saw Matt. He was in front of the line, and he had his like debit card. I was like, "What?" I was like,
He has his debit
"When did
card?
you get a debit
Well,
card?"
no, his dad just gave it to him. And it's like,
No, but he was shopping like it was casual, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't throw it on the card.
but I mean, he was responsible. He would like
No, he
text
was
his dad.
responsible, yeah.
He would text his dad's like, "Hey, can I get this?" or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
But he picked up a dope fanny pack.
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, he was using it at the soccer game. It was pretty fun. I was like, "Oh, you're using the thing you bought."
Yeah, and it was cool because they marked down their prices when they do these events. Because online there was like $10 more or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an in-person discount.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
Shout out to Raven. He's at Ella Manila. I think he's one of the founders.
Right.
He gave us some free stickers that I threw on there from Ella Manila.
Oh yeah.
I picked up a hat too. The hat's on the door on there too.
Yeah.
Wanted to really support them.
Fair.
But let's go into the HOA Police Undercover.
Oh, before, can we just give a shout out to Alan, who's a avid watcher?
Go add to that. Add to that.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
So my homie Alan, he's an avid listener because he
shout out
listens
to
to it when he's driving around for his work. He works for the post office, and he texted me that day because I wasn't there. And he's like, "Hey man, where are you? I see your 2 friends from the podcast." And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, dude? I couldn't make it, but you should just say what's up." He's like, "Oh, I don't know. If you were there, I would have went over and said what's up to you to meet him." But he's like, "I don't know if I want to go there by myself." And I was like, "No, it's all good." And then like I think I texted you. I was like, "Hey, Alan's there."
Oh yeah, I think I remember
Yeah.
you told me. You're like, he's here.
Yeah.
Well, because I put it on the page. I said, whoever's out here, like, come see us. We'll get some free stickers. I had like a bunch of stickers I was passing out.
Yeah.
I saw some old friends from my high school too. I passed out some stickers to them as well.
And it was funny though because I think you're like, "Oh, he's here." He's like, "Oh, what is he wearing?" And so I was like, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, what are you wearing?"
Did he text back?
Yeah, he like gave me his outfit. I was like, "Here you go. This is his outfit."
We didn't see him. Man.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty funny.
A lot of people. That's why.
That's really
That's so funny.
new segment or new thing that I want to add to the pod is the HOA Police Undercover. I do this thing. It's just a joke around because I pretend like I'm undercover HOA looking at our neighborhood, catching like some of the things in the neighborhood.
Snitch.
No, so shout out to Ruel, aka Rooster. He hit me up from the fraternity.
Oh, okay.
He hit me up and he was like, "Snitches get stitches." But I don't really turn them into like it's just I just post it on there because I feel like some of the things are just funny.
Okay.
But one of the craziest things, because like one thing that I found out, I used to have this on my personal page, HOA Police Undercover, and I would throw the Law and Order soundtrack to it.
Oh, that's cool. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
realized
dun.
everyone loves like all the chismis like in the neighborhood, and I've
That's
never
what next door is all about.
yeah, I've never seen like it was like in the I think 20s. The replies, I was like, "What the heck?" And so I was like, "You know what? I'm going to bring this to the podcast. So if you really." And I told people on the page, I said, if you really want to know the details, you can hear it here.
Okay.
So recently we found out, so one morning I was walking Gracie like I usually do, right? There was a like police, what do you call it? The police tape on one of the
crime scenes.
The crime scene tape in front of one of the houses. And I was like, what is that? I just looked over and then there was cop cars, like a bunch of cop cars just
There's
blocking
always
away.
one, right? There's never just one.
Yeah. Maybe like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, do I go over there? And then I see one of my neighbors and then I said, what's going on over there? Right. And he's like, I don't know, but there's some kind of like, something happened there where the police are like looking at, even the floor. Right?
Oh.
And I was like, "What? Okay." So I didn't pay attention to it. I went on my day, and then when I got back to the house, it was on Facebook, and then some of my neighbors were hitting me up, and then we found out there was a there was a stabbing basically.
Dang.
That's not funny.
I'm hearing two different stories. But
Okay.
From what I know, there was an argument that went down like 3 a.m. or something, and so this lady stabbed her boyfriend. Right,
It's like a shanker.
so stabbed to the point where she dropped him off to the hospital.
Oh,
Yeah, and
He was still alive.
he was still alive.
Okay, so it's not a fatal stabbing.
And then he died.
Oh.
In the hospital. That's what I'm saying, you know. But the crazy
couldn't have
thing,
planned that.
yeah. So like it was just still developing in the news. I was like, oh, let me check out the place, and so I went over there, and there was like blood on the
Pavement?
pavement and
Oh,
everything.
geez.
Even there was like some kind of marking on the garage and all. And
That's better.
yeah. And so one of my friends who follows the pod too, I'll keep his name anonymous. He said that the girl is one of those like models with their own OnlyFans.
I'll put the name right here.
No.
Just a
No,
QR code.
I guess he would see her around the neighborhood with all her friends, and they'd always like
They're making content.
they're
Make, like,
making
TikTok
content
and stuff.
or just attracting like a lot of
They're loud.
yeah. But the crazy part was there was just different stories.
What's the common thread?
Well, the common thread is the stabbing, and then the guy passed away.
Okay.
But
So
There's
that's
a lot of different things going on, but basically, he at the end of the day, he got
yeah,
stabbed.
at the end of the day,
Alright.
he passed away.
Jeez.
Rest in peace. But it's crazy to hear different stories of who they were.
Oh, the type
Yeah.
of person they were. Okay.
And so, like, even with my friend, I'm like, is that the true story? It makes it an interesting story, but at the
of
same
telephone.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
like, is there any reasons or is it a lot of different
Who
ones?
knows?
The jealousy thing,
Yeah, maybe. I can
crime of
only assume.
passion.
Yeah.
Maybe. But other than that, I saw my Pedro Mike Martinez, his baby shower in Temecula.
That's a hell of a pivot. But yeah.
It was like 90.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about birth, right? So death and birth.
Okay, sure. Sure. Okay.
mean, that's a segue.
Life.
It was like close to 100 degrees in Temecula.
Yeah. That's normal for
It's
that.
a hot one.
But I mean, their housing, his backyard was huge.
I mean, you got a lot of land up there for cheap. So.
Yeah, but it was like in their backyard, they had like every single fan on with like this mister.
Oh.
You just had to because like the party was in the backyard.
Yeah, it's not like indoors or
yeah.
undercover.
And they had a taco man and everything. So shout out to Mike. He's a new supporter for the pod.
Oh.
It's funny because I gave him a sticker and everything, and he was drunk. And so he took the sticker and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna put it on my hat. Now it's a Brewing hat."
That sounds like Mike, actually.
Yeah. And then I said, "Hey, let me give this to you so that you can put out on other things, right? Because I know he's gonna wake up and like, why is there a sticker on my head, right?"
Yeah.
And so he took the sticker and he said, "Let me put it on my shirt." And then he's just flexing like this the whole time. But shout out to Mike. Thank you for the invite. It's cool seeing like, just having these relationships from college. I went to Hundreds with my family. We went to a buffet to kick off the birthday week, and then Phil's barbecue. Shout out to Audrey, Raffi, Beatty, Ashley. Got the beefy ribs. Dinner, onion rings, coleslaw.
So hungry.
Yeah. I'm going to a family party after this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you bring some
Continue.
food back?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can. I don't know. It's one of those like,
You don't know?
I don't know if it's like, I mean, obviously, like usually, you give food, you order more food, right? And then people take it home. But I think the fact that it's in Coronado, I'm like,
Oh, wow.
is it going to be like that kind of thing? Or I don't like catered?
Probably.
Or like,
Yeah.
Can't leave the food there. You got to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So continue to the food journey. We went to LA on that Thursday. So this is all in the same week. Kuya Lord. Have you guys ever heard of Kuya Lord?
No, should I?
He has a.
it's like the Filipino version of Star-Lord.
He was awarded the James Beard Award. He's like he's a Filipino chef. Has a restaurant in LA,
Beard.
and so he was recognized for that. And so what we had on there was we ordered the Kuya tray, garlic rice, chami noodles. Have you ever had chami noodles? That's the first time I heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like pancit, but a little bit. I don't even know how to. It's the thick pancit.
one?
Yeah. But it was pretty good. Each dish was a little bit elevated. Something that you would get from like. Remember our shoot with Good Vibes?
Yeah.
You know that type of food.
Yeah.
We had so the chow mein noodles, achara, like this pickled vegetable, and then lechon kawali. And then I purchased one of their hats to support, so that gray hat right there.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
I always want to support like the Filipino American community.
Yeah. Small businesses and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Went to Bodega. Have you ever heard of Bodega before?
I think I have heard of it, but I don't.
It's
really know.
like
I've heard of
streetwear.
a bodega.
You're not familiar with Bodega, Bo? Streetwear?
Bodega Bo. That's a tight nickname, right?
We went into their shop. It was like picture a Asian grocery store, right? Like the what is it called? Where they deliver all the groceries, like in the dock.
Oh yeah, like the delivery dock.
Yeah, with all the like little blinds, like those translucent blinds you have to go through to enter to the dock.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
were talking about?
like the loading dock, right?
Yeah,
the
like a loading dock.
And then when you say translucent blinds, it's like that heavy. Like
the heavy one
Yeah,
to keep the cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So we walked because the whole time we were in that space, we were like, "Where is this place?" And so the cool thing with Bodega is it's one of those like speakeasies where you don't think it's like the area. So we go into this loading dock behind all the blinds, behind these empty boxes that look like fruit and vegetable boxes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then it's the actual like store that holds like the Stussy high end Crooks and Castles, like all the all the streetwear gears, and they had like 3 levels of it. They even had like rude. They had like high end to like street level.
That's cool.
Type of clothing. We went there to look around, check out their shop. Went to support Sampa LA. Shout out to Chef Josh. He came out to really talk about some of his dishes, also Filipino owned, inspired. We got the hamachi kilawin, the kare kare tamales, the ribeye tiramisu, and that was pretty good.
Nice.
We had that for dinner. Went back home, and it was funny because we're tired, but at the same time, like going down home, we saw like the Disneyland sign.
Yeah.
And then I looked at Nadine and I was like, should we? And they were
Might
just like,
as well.
it, let's go.
Might as well.
We went to Disneyland, not Disneyland, but the what do you call it? Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
And then we're just walking around. It's been a while since I've been there.
Did you see the Din Tai Fung?
Yeah, dude, that Din Tai Fung looks crazy.
It's pretty nuts.
Even the details of it. It seemed like an attraction in itself.
Yeah.
Like Din Tai Fung Land or something. You know?
Dang. They have like the windows. Everybody's like making the dumplings.
I don't know because it was like a huge. It was a huge restaurant.
Oh,
Probably bigger than ours, to be honest.
Yeah.
one of their things.
Yeah.
I watch them making it, so you know they're made.
It's probably on the other side, if anything.
Yeah.
But people were still getting like food there, like at 9 p.m. or like it was pretty late.
Big long line.
But I mean, we only went there to just like people watch, basically, window shop, and then we picked up an apple pie churro.
Any interesting people?
Not
Yeah?
really.
Okay.
We were actually looking for a caricature person.
Oh, okay.
And then once we finally found them, there was a line, and we're just like, let's just go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we talk about Sandbox VR?
I handed it off to you.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't even take it off there. But Sandbox VR, we played Deadwood Valley.
Mhm.
I think Brian, you played that game before we did.
Yeah. I played that with my sister and her girlfriend and our other friends. Yeah.
Do you want to describe that experience?
I mean,
the whole setup.
yeah, I mean, like they basically just put the room itself is like empty, but you have like all this gear. You have like a whole vest. You have like VR goggles and stuff, and
Very
like you have like a
expensive.
physical.
Yeah.
Like you can't even put them on yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would say it's like, yeah, just I'll put it on for you kind of thing. I mean, like it's to reduce the risk of you breaking something or whatever like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo was there too.
Yeah.
So he could speak on it as well. I mean, I've done it before. It's pretty fun. Like you're pretty involved. You're basically like in this. A lot of the game is set up where like you're like in a plaza, so you don't have to like move too far or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you did get too close to a wall, it actually would like show like a red kind of thing. Like the closer you got to it.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I could actually. It's like, oh wait, there's a wall here.
That's true.
Yeah. But
I'll just honest. It was hot.
Oh yeah, we were sweating. We were,
I mean, yeah,
drenched in sweat.
those vests do not breathe, and they cover a lot of it. So it's like, They did have fans going a little bit, but like I think it's only there for immersion, like when the helicopter came down. Like, oh yeah, or like when we're in the car, that's moving. Yeah,
that was crazy. Like,
I was like, let me get in the back row, man.
Yeah, I think I remember like seeing you like back up towards the
I was like,
fence.
yeah, we get closer.
Yeah, they need better cooling in there because I think before we even went in, there was a group that came out and they were like drenched.
yeah.
And then the girl's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's any antibacterial spray that's all wet on the things." And I was like,
"Are you sure?"
After I took mine off, I was like, "I don't think that was antibacterial."
Nadine was watching the girl, wipe it down, and she's like, "I don't think she's wiping it down all the way."
Probably not.
It's like a quick wipe down.
Yeah. Well, because
It's like back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
we did get the Danny Trejo. Trejo, is that how you say his last name?
yeah, Trejo. Yeah,
We upgrade. I saw something on Facebook, and it says you could upgrade 2 guns. So me and Nadine got this turret.
no, it's basically
Was it
like a
turret?
minigun.
That minigun.
Yeah, it would just spin like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had like full autos. It was insane.
That's why I got.
That's why you guys got MVP.
I got stuck with the handguns.
Yeah,
Well, that was still a lot of work though. Doing the handguns, that was a lot of work.
Hell yeah!
I felt like
Because I had to keep both my hands up. And then like it only had like I think like 15 shots in each one or something. So I'm just like,
Which one did you get?
I
No?
think it was a machine gun.
Was it machine gun?
Yeah, like a regular one. Yeah.
like a assault rifle style.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like M16. Yeah.
And then Brian got the shotgun.
I got the shotgun. I knew that from the other times. Like, I don't want to have to hold my hands up. I can do this, and it's like a little bit more, steady.
Yeah.
Like
We should have reenacted the Bad Boys. Like,
No, sometimes I'd be doing that, or like when they would jump at your face, I'd like put the guns up, like, oh.
I would do the like.
Oh yeah, you're doing like this. Like the
Are
whole.
you not entertained?
I think, and then also if you died, quote unquote, in the game, like you would, your whole body would kind of glow transparent and red, like, and you would need someone to hold your shoulder.
Yeah.
And so now, and then there would be like a little progress bar. It's like until they, you revived the other person. So that was kind of cool. But a lot of times it's like something would happen, and it's like, "Whoa, help me!" And then like everyone's like trying to like, where are you? Well, it's a lot of fun. I want to try some of the other games they have there too.
Again.
They also had like what was it? Yeah, they had VR Squid Games.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to try.
Yeah.
But yeah, another time.
Next outing, if anything.
Yeah.
And then to end that day, we went to Yard House. We just hopped over to Yard House right across the way.
It's been a minute since I've actually been to a Yard House.
It was like the food was pretty good. Like I haven't been. I think the last time I went to the Yard House was when we were young, going to clubs.
Yeah, like because it was like that downtown location, right?
Yeah.
It was like the only ones.
We got I think we shared a plate of what is it? Poke nachos. Wings.
So good.
You got some Buffalo Wild Wing or not Buffalo Wild Wing. Buffalo wings.
Yeah. Simple.
Buffalo.
And then we got a bacon burger with onion rings.
That's like saying like, yeah, I got some chicken McNuggets.
Something I forgot. Shout out to Island Life Foods at the Friendship Festival, Filipino Friendship Festival. I picked up their surf and turf nachos. It was a huge ass plate. I think it was like $20 or something like that. Damn. But they had like crab and then some kind of, I don't know what the meat was. Did you get the same thing, Brian?
Oh no, I got the sampler thing, which had like a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
That's what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they also had their double spam musubi.
It's a shame they don't have like an actual physical store because I'd go there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it seems like I think they just go. I don't know
festival.
Yeah, I think they just go festivals. I don't know if they even know if they have a truck or anything.
Yeah, I would definitely get their food again.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Michael. I picked up these shorts from their from Ugat Clothing.
Ugat, like Vein?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, the Vein.
Oh.
Yeah. So shout out to Michael because I've been wearing the shorts like almost
it's so comfortable.
every week. They're so comfortable.
Yeah,
They're just so short sometimes. Yeah. Let's talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. Who else?
Spoilers?
Well, let's not talk about spoilers, but
So spoiler free.
spoiler free.
I've seen commercials and
Yeah. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It was cool finally seeing Channing Tatum in it.
Oh.
Dude, that's a spoiler.
No, it's a trailer now.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on the trailer now?
out.
Oh, okay,
I actually
okay.
saw something. I was like, oh, he's Gambit?
Yeah, so he's Gambit.
Yeah, because a lot of the movie, they brought back a lot of stuff. Like either they represented stuff that were either from rumors or canceled projects and stuff like that. So that was really cool.
I think his thing was so for the last 10 years he was supposed to have his own movies.
It was supposed to be a Gambit movie, yeah.
Yeah, Fox promised it.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where they sold it to Disney, and then that whole thing was like, all right,
It just got axed, yeah.
And then I think Ryan Reynolds was like, let's
make it happen, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
It's cool seeing that.
And he was like really grateful for it to kind of happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like he didn't think it was ever going to happen again, so he was totally on board.
I mean, outside of being Deadpool, because I feel like Deadpool alone is just entertaining, but it was cool seeing a lot of the cameos, like old characters that have grown up to be in that movie.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a reason to watch it. There's a lot of those.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it also
Things
talks
you
about the
would appreciate.
timeline and all that stuff from
Yeah.
Loki and
Yeah, if you watch Loki, that's a big player in what happens here.
Like the show in.
Yeah, the Loki show or whatever, because it has the TVA, which is a completely movie creation. There's no comics about that, even though now they're going to make a comic run about it.
we usually go to Angelica Theaters. Have you guys been there before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old
Right by my
Pacific Theater.
Yeah.
It used to be Pacific Theater, yeah.
The cool thing about that is after the movie, you can show your ticket and you get 50% off of everything.
Yeah.
We got like, me and Nadine, we basically got 2 meals each that we saved for like the next day.
Mm.
Yeah, we got like tater tots, these green bean, like deep fried green beans, this thing called the Wacky Wade's flatbread,
Okay.
and how they cut it up. It was weird because you know how pizza, they usually cut it up like in triangles.
Yeah.
It was basically Wolverine's claws.
Oh,
Oh, that's
So I
cool.
was eating a piece that was like this diagonal.
damn. That's wacky.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But other than that, I mean, shout out to AAA. If anyone has
AAA?
ever worked with AAA,
Oh, like
my
the car insurance?
No, car insurance and
Oh, yeah.
also
Like the roadside assistance.
roadside
yeah, yeah.
assistance. They came to our house and just switched out our batteries. Very convenient and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
And the dude was like, "Do you want the acid battery or do you want the gel?" I was like, "Wait, there's a difference."
Oh yeah, the
I'm not
AGM
a car person,
versus like the regular.
So what'd you choose?
but so the acid battery comes in the standard.
Like a big block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gel, they said the acid it melts or whatever.
It's sulfates.
Yeah. So the gel also it doesn't do that. It's a little safer and it's high end. It's only $40 more, but it lasts 2 more years too.
Okay.
So I went with the gel. I was
Yeah,
like,
give it a shot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40
give it a
bucks,
shot.
2 years, not worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Interesting fact about car batteries, though.
okay.
There's a lot of different brands, but there's actually like 3 manufacturers in the U.S.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter like really like which brand you're getting. You're gonna get it from the same manufacturer. So if like you get it from like Walmart, it could be the same person that builds the one from like AutoZone,
Yeah, probably.
different
I
brand,
can believe that.
but it's like
Different sticker on there.
they'll charge you different,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. So
That's the same thing with
interesting.
food, man.
Fact,
There's like
yeah.
only like what a handful of corporations that make all of our food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. America, it's crazy. But
Like,
there's
like-
no monopolies are allowed here, though.
Yeah.
So there has to be at least 3 different companies.
Yeah, at
3
least
different-
3. Yeah. Like all the drinks and stuff. Like all of it basically goes back to like the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Coke makes a lot of different drinks than you would realize.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
yeah. Even
All right.
water
I think this is Coke right here. No.
could be. I don't know.
All right. Next portion of the podcast, Snapple Fact. Brian, do you want to read our Snapple Fact of the day?
All right. So today's Snapple fact is you can actually die laughing, and a number of people have, typically due to intense laughter causing a heart attack or suffocation. Comedy shows should come with a warning.
I
Oh,
agree.
if there was a way to go.
Yeah. I mean, there's like that tickle torture. where they strap you down, and just like tick you with a feather until you die.
Pee your pants.
Wait, is that torture?
Oh,
Or is that a fetish?
only if you're into it.
All right, random fun. We actually play games on the show, such as this or that. Would you rather name your price? Fact or fiction? This random fun, we're playing Let's Party.
All right.
We have 3 questions, and we'll go around
Sure.
answering those questions. First question: what cool features would you put in your dream house? Let's stick
Bidet.
to one.
6 to 1. Yeah.
One each.
Bidet.
Who wants to go first? Hey, that's a cool feature.
That's cool, man.
Anything like pimp me a ride. Like, what would you add besides bidet? Come on.
Wow.
I feel like that's given. Like
Um,
for example, a slide into your room,
I just want a secret room.
a secret room. That'd be sick.
Yeah. You know, like
little torture chamber.
whoa. No. I meant like
Hold on, relax.
I meant like a bookcase, or like I put I
Like a
have
secret library.
like a secret library, like, or like I just like there's like
Or
a
like a
random
secret
statue.
garden.
Or like a random statue. I just flip open, hit a code, and then like a secret door opens up.
yeah.
That'd be tight.
Into a torture chamber.
Okay. Well, we know what you guys would have in your cool house, I guess. That's mine though. Secret room. Like that's opened with a certain thing,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think something fun, like having, like if I had like 4 stories, being able to go to the first floor, you'd have to jump off a balcony into this big ball pit nets.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you can slide down.
And then you can slide. How about you, Bo?
Now mine sounds boring in my head.
No, dude. It's
Say it
what
out
you
loud,
want, dude.
actually.
It's what you
It
want.
might sound
man.
better out loud.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want like soda fountain.
Ooh.
Okay. No.
Yeah, and it would have to be specific, like McDonald's Coke.
Okay.
That's like a Richie Rich style.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
did he get that?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, all I kept thinking was like blank check. So
Yeah, I was thinking Blank Check or Richie Rich. Like what would they
Yeah.
have? Like because I think Richie Rich had like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Blank Check had that like go kart thing.
yeah.
I was thinking Mr. Deeds. Remember he had like a fruit punch thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what decadent thing would you want in your house?
How about you, Brian?
I already said mine.
Oh, wait. Did you say yours?
Yes, the secret room.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
Yeah, you guys kept adding like specifically a secret room that opens like with like a special way or something like that.
Okay, I didn't hear the
Like the
torture
book.
part. That's why.
Torture.
That's because you guys kept putting that in there. You guys want a torture room.
It's not torture if you like it. Though.
It's just a room.
All right, next one.
A room for fantasies.
Next one.
Fantasize.
Wait, did you go?
Yeah, bidet. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
Wait, did you go?
Well, sort of.
Just go.
Let's just say like a big boxing ring where you get to box with oversized
Ooh,
gloves.
Literally blank check. with sock and boppers.
Yeah, so hoppers.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh my god.
All right. What is something you waste time on, but still choose to do it?
Sleep. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Right? You got it, right?
I mean, video games is probably a big one for
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's right.
YouTube.
Oh, big vice.
Yeah.
It's easy because like you just that's why I had to turn off like autoplay on that.
I mean, I don't. There's only a few times where I watch it just for like entertainment. Sometimes I'm usually watching things to like learn stuff.
Oh, you're like you're
so-
finding something.
Yeah, or
you're
like finding something. Like, oh, how do you do that?
You're like, oh, there's something on my car I gotta
Yeah.
replace. How do I do that?
But then sometimes, I'll get caught up with one of those dad joke videos, or like those react videos or whatever. But
I mean, I got stuck on those videos like I showed you guys last time. The one, the odd man out.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Find the secret Filipino.
Dude, after you left, I watched that whole
Oh, you saw
Yeah.
it, dude. That series is so
So
good,
good,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. For those that don't know, there's a series up on YouTube. It's like Find the Odd Man Out. It's like there's like one person that isn't who they are,
Yeah.
and then everyone else is, but everyone's like blindfolded. So like the one that I showed them was like find the person who's not Filipino.
Oh,
I also watched Find the Person That's Not Indian. And
Yeah.
I was
Oh, yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
I
I've
was
seen
like, wow.
those. What group is that films those?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like Cut, I think, or I don't know. It's like a single word kind of thing. But they do a bunch of other series too, and I like their series and stuff like that. So yeah. But it's pretty it's oddly entertaining. Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah. The only reason why I showed them the Filipino one is because my friend Rem's on there, and he's like the big guy in there. Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, he got on there. Yeah,
I think mine is just being on my phone while I'm on the toilet. I feel like I'm longer on the toilet.
yeah.
If I can not have my phone, I just handle business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you need that inner peace. I don't know about you, but like when I go in the bathroom and I'm on my phone, it's like just like my own little space,
Yeah.
away from the world.
I can see that.
You ever been like on your phone so long and like all of a sudden you had like a second wave? You're like, hey, good thing I was on here because
I don't have to come back.
that would have been an aftershock.
And then you get up and your legs are paralyzed, just holding onto the wall, trying to stand up for a second.
And what about you, Bo? What do you waste time on?
Probably waste time going on Instagram, scrolling through the algorithms, seeing memes. It's kind of interesting though.
Yeah. Do you go through the whole thing, like even past? Because I think when you keep scrolling, there's just ad
It's just
after
all ads.
suggestion,
Oh,
like
yeah.
ad suggestion,
Yeah,
and then your
No,
friends aren't even there no more.
I usually see like one reel that I click it goes big, and then it
It goes
starts
to the next
feeding
one,
you.
yeah.
Starts
Yeah.
feeding you.
I see.
yeah. I adopted that TikTok style where it just auto plays to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, what are all these like?
I used to hate that, but I don't know.
You're getting too conditioned, man.
Yep. Yeah. I miss when my feed used to be my actual friends.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
People that I wanted to follow, and you saw it in the order they posted it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I saying this? This is from 6 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What made that
It
decide to
doesn't
pop
make
up?
any sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why, like, the only thing, if you really want to keep it with your friends, you have to go into stories, because then at least there's nothing. Well, I mean, sometimes there's like an ad in between,
Yeah.
but it's like every like 5.
Yesterday, I got stuck on watching that video. Is it the Australian or Austria, the breakdancer?
Oh, Ray Gun.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah.
She's
So
like
many different
hopping like
versions.
kangaroos and stuff.
I was embarrassed for her, dude.
I know.
It's funny because like she supposedly has like a PhD in it
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Oh, wow.
she studies the culture of breakdance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Her nickname is Ray Gun. Her name is Rachel Gunn. I was like, oh, that's
Okay.
a sick nickname.
Yeah. That's
You know, but like I kind of hated it at the same time because it's like it doesn't make the addition of breaking look good for the Olympics. Because if you actually saw like the person who won, like the Japanese one,
Yeah.
her set was tight. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is actually. I was like, really, Australia? That's the best you had to offer? Like,
You guys didn't screen for this beforehand?
Well, that's what I was saying, and my sister was actually saying like, well, it was because like you have to afford to be able to go to the Olympics.
True, yeah.
Oh.
And she was the
okay.
only one that could afford going, like out of like that
Jeez.
dance community.
Think
But yeah,
that-
it's like Australia should have put a stop on that. Like, you know what? We're not gonna enter.
yeah.
You know, or like I don't know.
I mean, like, and she's like a self-proclaimed person that like studies and like likes the culture and one that like she should have used her position to put someone else that's more qualified. You know, help someone else like one like an underprivileged person to go. You know,
I'd be embarrassed going back home. Like, damn. Like, everyone's looking at me that way.
I don't know, like she went like viral because you know everyone saw that, everyone's like memeing on it. Like sometimes when I go on like my social media, like it's just everyone I think is like memeing the thing where like she does like that big like
The kangaroo thing.
the kangaroo thing or whatever. And it's like and then everyone like there's one who's making a big step, and it's like I see comments like, oh, it's like me when I'm trying to come home late at night and not want to wake up my roommates or whatever, and it's like this.
I think my favorite one that I saw was because I have kids, right? The young kids.
Yeah.
It was like when your 6-year-old kid tells you, "Hey, look at this."
Oh yeah. And then like she does a routine. Yeah, if you do it, yeah, if you're like, I totally 100% believe her. She's like, yeah, I made up my own moves. It's like, yeah, you 100% made up your own moves. Yeah, that's all original.
I couldn't even make that up in my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Next one.
If you had to go to camp for a week to train for something, what would it be?
You already know.
Yeah.
I'm on this paintball.
Paintball.
kick, so
Oh,
I'd
train
be-
for
yeah,
paintball.
yeah.
Okay, no, yeah.
If it was real, I'd be a Pokemon trainer. That'd be a cool camping trainer.
That would
That
be,
would
yeah,
be.
that would be too. Yeah.
If you're catching the real animals that exist in our world.
Yeah.
So park ranger, yeah.
Park Ranger.
Yeah. Camp for a week to train.
I've actually thought about this. They have these.
Yeah, this is,
I don't know if it's considered a camp, but it's like a week class where you get to learn all the dynamics of race car driving.
oh,
Cool.
okay.
You work
that's
your way
good.
up, and you start with
Yeah.
the slower cars, and they eventually put you in a full blown.
Like a F1 like
Dang.
F1 racing.
No, I'm too big for F1.
Oh, is there a size limit for that?
I mean, have you seen how small those cars are?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
They could make a custom cab for you.
It's like a horse jockey.
I don't think anyone
That
can just
size.
drive an F1. Or I think that's
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
car
that is
thing.
right.
Coming off the same vibes as the Olympics, I probably trained to shoot like that Turkish guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. Okay, so this Olympics I think has had the most like memes come out of it.
Yeah.
There's been so many things, but it's like that the Turkish guy because like he's an older looking guy.
Yeah.
He like everyone else. If you saw like the shooting the air rifle competition or whatever, everyone has like all these like specialized goggles and stuff.
Blocks and whatever.
Yeah. It's like gear and stuff like to help them like aim better or whatever. This guy, he looks like he just rolled out of bed. His hand is in his pocket. And he just shoots, and then like
Yep,
he got
that's a good
silver.
one.
Yeah,
Oh.
like he got silver out of all things. And I think he got gold like a couple of years because he's been in the game for like 12 years or
He
whatever.
was just being humble, you know.
Yeah.
That was a good silver.
Yeah, he's what was it? He's also I think he was
These guys have good costumes.
he's a retired military guy.
I don't know. That's probably not even Turkish.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd probably do like something gun related, like either skeet shooting or just like like the air rifle guy.
Oh, that'd be dope. All right, next portion of our podcast is Q&As. We get some questions that are asked through our stories, and we answer them here on the podcast. So first one comes from your boy Alan.
Hey, what's
A-N. Alan with an A-N.
Favorite flavor Girl Scout cookie?
Always pushing the Girl Scout cookies.
Trefoils are my go-to. Yeah, trefoils are the shortbread ones.
Yeah.
I like it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean classic like Thin Mint, tagalongs. Isn't there like a new one?
There's a new one.
There's newer ones for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I always go for the
Like
classic
s'mores one and
trefoils.
things like that.
Oh,
I think anything like shortbread, but I like the Thin Mints when you freeze them.
Yeah,
yeah,
Thin Mints.
I've never
Classic.
tried that.
Frozen?
Classic.
I've never froze them.
I only eat them frozen now.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So good.
Man, that reminds me of my other. I forgot who does that. My other friend, Alex, like he eats frozen waffles, just
Oh, what?
straight up. Yeah.
Dang, that's
That's a little...
sounds like it's hard.
Really?
Is he
Yeah, I don't
seven?
know.
Like you just take like Eggo out the box and just
Yeah, just eats it like that.
Interesting.
like
Yeah.
a sponge.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me when you eat frozen Thin Mints. Is it not like that, or does it get like
No.
solid, or like what happens?
Well, it's...
Is it just cooler?
I feel like
No.
Is it a temperature thing?
It enhances the mint experience, you know?
Oh, because it's
cold.
cool, and then you get
Yeah.
the mint. Okay, that I can
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
When he told me that, I was like you don't bake it or anything. You just out the freezer, just hard. It's like it's like a little treat. I was like, okay.
I mean, I do that with Smuckers, but I think it's supposed to be.
Oh, the
that way.
Uncrustables.
yeah.
Uncrustables.
Uncrustable.
Okay, yeah.
I remember I got those like bootleg Girl Scout cookies from Walmart one time. That was like a
Bootleg
joke.
ones?
No, you know,
It's the same thing, man. I swear.
it's the same thing as what's that Keebler Elf?
Oh yeah.
They make
Keebler.
the same cookies
Yeah.
too.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all manufactured in the same place.
You just get more with the Keebler Elf.
Yeah, I feel like I got like
Wait,
I got
Girl
all
Scouts-
3 flavors I wanted for the price of 1 box of Girl Scout
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah.
But I get it. I'm not supporting the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Girl
when I
Scouts
do
don't
that.
have their own factory. They make these.
They're not hand making them themselves.
Yeah, what?
What about you, Bo? Did you go?
Yeah, Thin Mints as well.
Thin
Thin
Mints.
Mints. Yeah.
So we got Thin Mints. What were yours? Was Thin Mints as well?
Thin Mints and anything like shortbread. So
Okay.
frozen Thin Mints.
Okay.
Next question is from Ray Ray. He goes, "Hello there. What's the maximum amount of guests you can have at the Brew Inn?" So I think currently right now we have 4 seats, and then we have a new audience seat right there.
Like a cup chair.
But I think the goal is in the future have a actual sofa here where we can add an additional person, so it'd be an extended sofa. But we'll get there.
But to answer your question, currently one.
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 Yeah.
Outside of this-
One with a +1 that can watch.
Yeah.
Unless we gotta go on location or something, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that I thought of that because I was like, because I've been hanging out with my friend BK and Derek paintballing, and actually they own a hostel downtown.
Oh,
and I was like,
wait,
yo,
do
how did
they?
you guys do that? Yeah,
Yeah.
They own a hostel?
like
Oh.
yeah, he's the owner of a hostel. Stay classy, stay classy
wow.
hostel downtown.
Oh, Stay Classy Hostel. That's
Yeah.
the name. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys should go because that's pretty crazy. And they were telling me some stories. I'm
Oh,
like, dude,
yeah,
that's
dude.
wild.
We'll save that for another
Yeah.
podcast.
Do they
Maybe
have
we
a
could do it there.
Yeah, do they have a room where you can do it there?
Yeah, or we
without,
could do yeah,
without
yeah.
like the guests like passing by.
Yeah, like BK has a pretty good office, and then also they have like this basement downstairs.
How's the acoustic?
It's pretty grunge down there, and actually
Yeah.
we practice paintballing down there.
It was like a little paint splats on the wall.
yeah, I'll show you a video of like
Yeah.
what we set up down
Okay,
there. It's
okay.
pretty funny.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
so funny.
How's the acoustics though?
yeah,
It's probably like Joshua Tree,
yeah,
huh?
it's
I mean, is there stuff to kind of?
no, it's not gonna be dampened at all. so.
Okay. It's gonna be
But I mean,
echoey.
you know, it's like, hey,
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I
We'll
think
see
it'll be fun.
what happens. Yeah. Future podcast. Sure.
Last question is from Nimitz. Nimitz asked, "Have you ever felt you weren't Filipino enough?"
Sometimes I'd be feeling like I'm too Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I was born there. I understand the language. I used to speak the language. I speak the language every once in a while if I'm in a pressure situation.
Yeah.
Like my family was very traditional, and like I used to kick it with a lot of white kids back in the day. But then, like I always felt like a little different at that time. And then I started kicking with Filipinos. Like, oh, I felt like more comfortable.
Yeah.
So it was always that thing. But yeah, I felt like I was always a little too Filipino.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Yeah.
I think I only feel like I'm not Filipino enough when I'm talking to like the older generation.
Right.
When they're like, "You don't know Tagalog? You don't know Ilocano?" Like, I don't know it fluently. I can understand. I can speak a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, for example, and this is going to be the next episode. We'll talk about Hawaii because that's the whole thing. At the funeral, they're asking me like everything in Ilocano, and then my aunt was like, "You don't know how to speak." come on, it's 2024. I'm like, what the hell? Like what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like no one's taught me that, and if they did, I grew up in a household where they're speaking Tagalog and Ilocano. I'm like,
it's hard,
That's the
especially when there's
confusing
two
part.
dialects.
Yeah, when
and
they
you understand
switch,
both.
yeah.
Yeah. So I understand it and I'll speak it, but I can't hold a.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the only time for me.
both times was basically when I went back to the Philippines for like a family trip or whatever. When I was 9 and when I was 21, and I was like, I've never been more aware of like how not, because like, you know, we're here kind of like stuck between two worlds, right? Like we live here and we have to speak the way we speak, right? And we're kind of like integrated that, but we're not enough to be, you know, considered, you know, not Filipino here. But then when you go back home, it's like you're not Filipino enough, right?
Yeah.
So we're like in this weird in between kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah, if I was in the Philippines, I'm definitely not Filipino enough. But
Right.
like,
No, but because that's what the question is. Like, I've never felt Filipino enough.
like in
for the
America,
Philippines.
I feel hella Filipino though.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'm, you know,
So it depends on the situation and who you're around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's on.
Yeah, but I mean that's the answer to the question. Like that's where I did not feel Filipino enough. Especially it's, you know, so it also goes back to Jason too. It's like whenever you're speaking to like an older generation, or like you're in a situation where there's a lot more, you know, I guess authentic Filipinos where like they know, because like again I'm the same way too. I can understand, but like my parents' dialect is a Cebuano and like Tagalog or whatever, so I can understand it. I can speak like just, you know, very simple things, but not enough to hold.
Words.
I mean, there's those. There's those. But it's just like, you know, basic, you know, conversations like how to get to
around, like and get by.
Yeah.
So I guess that opens the question: what does it mean to be Filipino?
right?
That's a whole other one. That's
Are we Filipino American?
yeah.
And
that's like
we're Filipino American.
That's like the story of every Dash American in this country, you know.
But I think it's interesting, like, and you know, not to, you know, feel like our culture is, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like our culture was very, I think is or was, I don't know about now, but it was very adamant on like assimilating, I think, right? Like, they wanted you to learn English. Sometimes they wouldn't even speak to you in Tagalog anymore because they wanted you to, you know, learn the language here.
I feel like that's how my parents were.
Right? Yeah. You know, but then like you look at other cultures and it's like at home, like, you know, like Mexican families always speak Spanish, and like Chinese families always speak Chinese, Korean families, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
most of the time,
yeah. Well, I mean, but like you see it, I think it's more predominant that like there are more probably like Filipinos that don't know our national language like
than other cultures.
As other cultures.
Do
you think also because there's a bunch of islands that the dialects play a part to it?
I think that probably does too. Yeah,
because you mentioned one, I mentioned another. Tagalog is also one. That's 3 right there.
Yeah,
there's a billion of them.
Yeah.
What about you, Bo?
Or feel like I'm not Filipino enough?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the whole. It just depends on who I'm around, you know.
No, but like, when was the time that happened? Says, have you ever felt so? Like, when was that time where you did not feel Filipino enough? I guess
we'll use the example at work. We got people from the pharmacy who come out. They're loading up the machine, and they just talk to me in Tagalog, and I'm just like, yeah.
Opo.
And I just answer thinking I know what they're saying.
And then you bless them goodbye.
Yeah, we'll save that more into, you know,
good questions.
Filipino month, which is
I'm always
October.
on that recycle tip and get extra. Just kidding.
Yeah, we'll save that for October. October is Filipino month. So.
Yeah. All right, last call. Thank you, shout outs, anything you want to plug, upcoming events, and pod encounters from friends and family.
I could start.
Yeah.
You know, you guys had a couple episodes that came out. My episode came out.
Yeah, this is your 3rd episode.
I know, this is fun.
2 more and you get the gold sleeve on there.
But it was kind of fun. I actually figured out I had a lot of friends and family who watched it.
Oh,
more than I was expecting.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was surprised your parents watched it when Christine said that. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So that was kind of surprising, and you know, opened up a lot of conversations with people.
That's good.
That's
who
cool.
were like, you know, I've known you for this long, I never knew those specific things.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, that episode only allowed so much to be said.
Oh man,
There was so many more.
Yeah. It was this much of your life.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward this week, taking the family out to Colorado.
Ooh, Nice.
We had gone, I think we go last year or the year before, but there's a lot of other things on the list we wanted to do. The kids, they still love trains right now, so we found this train that goes through the Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
kinda
You can ride
fun.
that.
Nice.
Yeah, and
That's
then
cool.
doing a little touch of everything for everyone. So in my sense, they got Pikes Peak out there. Pikes
Okay.
Peak.
Okay.
You know, they do the car racing there, one of the most dangerous tracks in America.
Shoot.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Nice.
take a train up to the top of that, check that out. So
Nice.
that's kind of cool for me. My parents are gonna come along.
Oh,
like,
nice.
They like to be anywhere the kids go. You know, they're retired and
That's good.
you know they're in a point in their life where they just want to be there to experience everything.
Yeah.
So my dad asked if we can drop by the Air Force Academy.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Not that he was Air Force, he
Yeah.
was Navy, or you know, all Navy his whole
Yeah.
life. But Air Force Academy's out there, and their base and campus is just open up to. It's open to the public. You can come check it out.
Okay.
And the other thing we got planned out there is to go down into a cave. That should be cool.
Nice.
Be a fun trip. Just something
Nice family trip.
let them do before they go back to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of those things when you go back to school, you want to be able to talk about.
Yeah.
what you
The
did on
cool
your summer.
things you did.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you didn't have anything to talk about, you felt like you were the odd one out.
Are they going back to school at the end of this month?
On the 20 something.
Yeah.
It's like a Wednesday or something.
Second to last week of the month, usually.
Okay.
Students going back.
Other than that, shout out to you guys for having me here again.
Yeah. Thanks for being here,
welcome
man.
back.
Always open to be here.
Yeah. Thanks for being off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for you to get Sundays off. So, yeah.
I'm actually going to work after this. That's why I got to drink water.
Well, this is your first time coming back as a guest co-host.
Oh, and this is my first time actually seeing.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
room.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Christine was the one that was here. Yeah.
I think within the years, it's definitely changed.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
just
gone
look at
through a
that
lot of
pilot
changes.
episode.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's wild.
Now we got space for this. We should have another camera shooting like this corner here.
Yeah, well, shout outs again to Stephen and Stephanie. And Stephanie did proclaim to me that she is now a listener as well.
Yeah.
I ran into her when I was walking to Bait at Comic-Con.
Cool.
And it's just funny because then we did like the Spider-Man thing. We're just like pointing.
Again? You're like, again?
We're like, again? It's like, oh, sure. And then we got a picture with them. And they were heading somewhere. Then I was heading up. So like we didn't really stay too long. But it was cool seeing them again. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Other things coming up. Just trying to stay cool. It's hot now. It's summer.
getting hot.
Yeah. Every time July rolls around, I'm like, oh, it's good. It's a nice cool summer. But no, the heat just moved over to August. Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin, Rochelle or Chet. Congratulations on the upcoming child.
Oh,
He's gonna be
nice.
child number 2.
Congrats.
Congrats on the
Yeah.
sex.
And shout out to Fauna Restaurant. I think I forgot to mention it from when I was at Valle de Guadalupe, but it was actually my first like sort of fine dining experience where they take really good care of like timing and all that stuff, and it was very like fancy.
All right.
So
Wow.
thanks for that experience.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to everyone that helped celebrate my birthday weekend. I think one thing that just getting older, I appreciate more our relationships. So it wasn't more of celebrating, like it's more of like being with people, and so that's why I broke it up in different pockets because I have different friends and families. And also for Nadine, like Nadine heard of this plan and she was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be an overwhelming weekend," and she stuck around just for this, this 1 week out of the year.
Nice.
So I appreciate you for that and for everything that you do. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm Brew Shakur.
This is Art.
And Brian.
And I'm Bo.
Peace.